An amazing story of survival tonight. The drama unfolded on a dark highway in the Kootenays. Two vehicles were traveling along Highway 23 just north of Nakusp when the entire road gave way. A truck was swept 80 meters down a slope. Unable to stop, a second car plunged into a deep pit. Miraculously, 8 people survived the huge slide. Jazz Johal reports.
The driver of this pickup truck and his 2 passengers were traveling along Highway 23 when the road gave way, carrying the truck 80 meters from the highway, seriously injuring the occupants.
We received a call from BC Ambulance that there had been a section of Highway 23 washed out, and during the washout 2 vehicles were swept away in the mudslide.
The slide was 30 meters wide. Moments after the truck was swept away, the Rochelle family was heading home to Revelstoke after spending the day at a local hot spring resort. There were 5 of them in a Ford station wagon.
Just around twilight, I came around the corner and suddenly there was no road. My wife Sharon was driving, and I said to her, brake, 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 and suddenly the next sensation was flying through the air, and then the crash. The police say we flew 300 feet and dropped 3 stories. I know we were airborne for quite a while. It was quite a sensation.
3 of them were injured and shook up. 16-year-old Craig Rochelle was seriously injured. His 13-year-old sister Heather climbed out of the car and climbed up to the highway and flagged down a motorist. They then drove to Halcyon Resort 2 kilometers away. Resort staff and guests rushed to help.
It was a young girl, about 13 years old, who came. She was driven by someone who just about drove into the washout, and she came to Halcyon and asked for some help for her parents. So Nancy and she explained what had happened. So Nancy and I jumped in the car, grabbed our first aid equipment, grabbed a stretcher. Nancy grabbed a bunch of blankets, and we went to the washout. That thing is huge.
Luckily, one of the resort guests was a doctor and another an emergency medical technician. The Rochelle family and those in the pickup truck were rescued by rope. Amazingly, none of the injuries are life-threatening.
I feel very lucky. I really believe in airbags now, I'll tell you that. I'm sure if we didn't have those, we would have been much more seriously hurt.
The slide is blamed on excessive rainfall. Some residents were forced to abandon their cars and finish their trip by foot.
Things happen.
Things happen?
Things happen. It's just the way of it. We live in the mountains. There's lots of rain.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're actually walking around? And
yeah, I'm going home. Yeah. Got a farm, got responsibilities. Can't let something like this stop you. See you later.
The highway between Nakusp and Revelstoke will remain closed until further notice.